So yeah, guys, so it's the off season, or really close to the off season, and all the lawns are either dried up or they're going dormant. And I'm kind of just wondering what everybody else does, for the off season. To me, it's just kind of just tread water, and get things ready for next year. And once all the leaf cleanups come through, I'll be doing leaf cleanups for a minute. Once all that comes through, all the way up to around Thanksgiving or so, got a few customers want me to come clean out their beds and stuff. Yeah, so there's a lot of leaves on some properties, but most properties there's not a lot of leaves. And so it's well, it's challenging sometimes this time of year to find work. I put an ad out for the bobcat services, and I got a call from a guy, and I called him back, and he's talking about maybe 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, pulling the trigger. I got a couple other little existing jobs that I can do with the bobcat too, as soon as it cools down just a little bit. I don't know what other people charge for bobcat work, but I'm not going to bring the bobcat out for less than $500 a day. If I can't get $500 a day, for 6 or 7 hours, then I'm gonna just not run the bobcat until I have jobs like that. Unless I see that there's no way I can get $500 or $600 a day. If I see that I cannot get that, usually what I charge is $500 a day for one man, and for me, the bobcat, and that's it. Now I charge $600 a day for me, the bobcat, and a man on the ground. I like the $600 a day because then the machine can do a lot more, because I don't have to keep getting in and out of the machine. So, it's worth the additional $100 to the customer, really, more than anything. I'd rather just charge an additional $100, give that to the help, and the help can do all the stuff that I can or don't want to do myself. Main thing is the customer gets a better bang for their buck, because they are they're able to get more work done, because we're not on site with just one person. We're on site with me and another man, and chainsaw, and blah blah blah. Because no matter what anybody says in this line of work, when you're out on jobs, the machine needs to be running all the time. The more the machine runs, the more money, or not necessarily the more money, but the more work you can get done in an amount of time. So if I'm on a customer's job and I'm charging him by the day, then it behooves him to pay the additional $100 to have a guy on the ground, because then the machine can do a lot more work, because I don't have to keep stopping. We can go up and beyond whatever he wants to do, and then some. It's just my personal take on it. And keep in mind that the bobcat, you have to get it to a job and all, and I don't know what everybody else charges for that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to bring that bobcat out for $200. Not unless that's what the market demands. And if that's the only way I can get work with it, then I guess I'd have to do it. But I know I can get more. And now how I come up with my pricing on bobcat work, I'm new at all of it, so I just want to make sure I don't lose money. I ain't gonna lose money, but the way I come up with with my pricing on bobcat work is I know how much it costs to rent one locally here. You know, I've rented them before, rented them many times over the years, and I know what it takes to rent one. And to rent a bobcat for a day with with fuel for a homeowner to go rent one, 9 times out of 10, the homeowner is not going to have the trailer required to haul it, or the truck required to haul that trailer. You got to have a 10,000 pound trailer minimum to haul a bobcat, at least any track machine like my machine. You know, you might be able to get a little wheel loader and it'd be 5,000 or 6,000 pounds, but my machine weighs 7,900 pounds. So you're not going to put it on a 3,500 pound axle trailer, tandem trailer. You got to have a 10,000 pound trailer or more. You know, and that's why I bought the Gator-made trailer, because I knew that my dump trailer was not really designed for that. So I factor in what it costs, and around here, the price of a bobcat per day. Of course, the numbers are a little bit deceiving because they're not really true what they advertise. The advertisement is, $300 or $350 a day. I don't know if you can get one. If you don't have a trailer or a truck to pull it, and they have to deliver it to you, you're not going to get away that cheap. No way. I think they charge about $150 to deliver the machine to a job. And that's all according to how far or close it is to the rental place. Last time I rented one, I've always had the ability to haul them. Ever since I've been renting bobcats, I've had the dump trailer, so I've had the ability to haul them. But I've had other homeowners and stuff that have hired me over the years to try to do it, without, renting one themselves. And by the time they get the machine, get it to their house, job, wherever they're taking it, even if they have a truck and trailer, which most homeowners don't have that, it's really not necessary to have that kind of trailer just to haul normal stuff around. So I don't think that you can get one with rented to the job, diesel fuel, everything that's included for $500 a day. I think you're going to be right at that, and then you got to do the work. So we're talking about just the cost of the machine to get it there, and then there's all kind of time restraints too on the machine, because it's going to have to be back at the rental place, at 8:30 in the morning. And if you can't haul it yourself, or something happens where you can't get to all the work or whatever, then you're out that time. So yeah, so that's how I come up with the money, with what I think is fair price for me to bring a bobcat to a job. It's $500. It would cost you to rent that one. It would cost you probably that to rent one the size that I have, and you ain't gonna get no grapple bucket. You ain't gonna get no none of the mechanical buckets that I have either. That's just with a damn grading bucket, So that's how I come up with the $500 a day, and I think that that's a good deal for a homeowner, because he's going to pay that much, and then he's going to have to do the work himself, and then he's going to have to worry about going and getting the machine back to the rental place and all that. And sometimes all that right there is a lot of pressure, where you can't spend time on a job because you've got to take an hour and a half to get it back over there. So anyway, that's how I come up with the bobcat number. And now ideally, after I get a few years experience under my belt with the machine, then I'll know how to bid on jobs that's not hourly or not daily. I'll just bid on the job. And I've gotten lucky with a few jobs, and I've done that where I'm just able to bid on the job and actually make money at it. You know, $500 to do this or $600 to do that, and I'm rarely there, you know, a long period of time than what I projected. So that's how I come up with my pricing on bobcat work. I don't know if that's the best way, but you know, being new in the game, that's the way I do it. So it kind of give me some safeguards against me underbidding myself, and it kind of puts things in perspective for whoever's hiring me too. Because I'll tell them, go, you know, call a rental place and see what they charge, you know, and they'll be surprised to what the rental places charge for a machine like mine, with track machine, with you know, that's with grapple bucket and all the buckets I have. I have like 5 buckets. So anyway, this is Ray's Landscaping, and I'm signing off.